Hi everybody, welcome to my loft on this February 27th. I'll just turn the camera around here. My set's a little bit different today because it is so very cloudy outside today. It is, I would almost swear that if this was April the 1st, which I believe is the date that the solar eclipse is scheduled to be happening, then one would think that we are in that day now, because it's supposed to happen, I believe I read in Niagara here, around 3 o'clock to 3:20, something like that. And so we shall see. But today is very overcast. It wasn't this morning was lovely. This morning was sunny and bright, and of course here we are all these hours later, and because of activity in the sky, gotta get rid of that sunshine however we can. And I'm just going to shut off my computer screen here so it's not glaring in the back. And, well, welcome to my loft. Rusty Blackwood here, of course. And I thought it was time that I came back to do a new video. It's been quite a while since I did one. In fact, I think it was the week before Valentine's, if I'm correct. And of course, I released my latest dramatic film short, Nightmare in Black and White, 10 or 11 days ago now. I think I released that, if I can remember. I released it on Valentine's Day, which might not have been the most romantic gift to give anybody on Valentine's Day, because the video is certainly anything but romantic. It is exactly what it says it is. It is a nightmare that is happening, and I am posing as myself in this film short. And it plays out through photographs, a series of photographs. Please excuse the noise of this unnecessary motorcycle, but I have the front window open here, and of course it carries through. And because it is very mild outside today, along with being overcast now, so I divert away. So now I best get back to what I'm talking about. And so, as I say, I pose as myself in this dramatic film short, and it plays the nightmare that I'm experiencing, plays out in some excellent images, all in black and white, that the early ones were shot by my dear friend and photographer, the late Sam Restivo. I can't say enough about Sammy. Sammy was perfection personified. He really was. He would never settle for mediocre or I guess that's okay, I guess it'll do, or whatever. No. Sam was a perfectionist to the T, and he knew what he wanted, he knew what he was after, and he wasn't settling for anything less. And when I modeled for him, that was exactly the first and foremost rule. And and I would adhere to that rule as best I could. And so a lot of these, all of the stills are in classic black and white. And I mean, I've experienced a few nightmares in my life, and as I'm sure, many of you out there have, and and from what I can recall, they were in black and white. I don't recall there being any color to them. Might have been. I haven't had a nightmare in a very, very long time. I mean, it's not something that I would want or welcome, but as my memory serves me, I don't recall there being any color to them, and so this was the concept that I had when I decided I was going to do Nightmare in black and white, and so that is why every image is in black and white. And the later images, of course, that you see in the film as it goes along is present photos, not very long ago, that I shot myself and produced and did the styling for, and so it's on YouTube, on my YouTube channel now. I hope you go and check it out. I've had some great response for it, some wonderful reviews, fantastical views and likes, and I've had people asking me about whether or not I'm going to be doing a follow-up or a second one, or a continuation, as someone asked, and I have been giving it some thought, and I think that it's a good possibility that I will. It's not going to be for a little while as yet, but I will. And if you see me kind of fiddling around here, just before I started this video, I had leaned down to do something here on the floor, and of course George, YouTube star George, was tearing around in here, and he's right in the way, of course, and his tail brushed my mouth, and of course I've got gloss on my lips, and of course some hair stuck right there. And so I'm not sure whether I got it all off or not, but it's just aggravating, and I hate that. I hate that feeling, and so hopefully, I mean, you wouldn't see it anyway, but I can feel it. I know it's there, and so anyway. But I think I got it all. And before I go any further in this video, I'm going to have a drink of coffee in my oversized size of my head cup, and I hope that all of you are having a fantastical day wherever you are, wherever you're viewing this from, and I hope it just keeps getting better as it progresses. So cheers, everybody. Oh, that's good. And so I shall carry on here. I know I've had some people asking about the production of Nightmare in black and white, and how I come to do it, and what inspired me to do it, and so I guess I will try and answer some of the questions that were asked of me, the best that I can. I must say that it can be, I don't want to say embarrassing, because it certainly is not embarrassing. It is it's a lot of fun to tackle a role, not only to model it, but to act it, be the actress that's portraying what it is you're looking at. And I very, very much enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed the what was expected of me to portray the role, and and to do the best that I could in the presentation of the role that I was portraying, which in this case is me. But still, it's me being presented in this role that I'm portraying as this woman caught in this lucid, horrific nightmare. And as you progress through the film, it goes through rather quick. I believe it's like 1 minute and 2 or 3 seconds. It's not very, very long. It's just long enough to give the narration that accompanies the film, and it's not me giving the narration, because it just wouldn't, I wouldn't have been able to do everything. And so when you scroll down below into the information area of the film, you will see the dialogue that is taking place that accompanies each image. And this is what I, as Rusty, is hearing throughout the run of this film, in my head, in my dream, and in my subconscious or my unconscious mind. And so of course, for the earlier images, I mean, that wasn't difficult. That was just placing Sammy's images that he shot of me in the progression that this story is running. And of course, as you go through it further, it is me presently. And so the one PR image that is the featured image for the film short is titled Rusty Floats. And it was to do the production of that image. It took a little bit of I guess, how would you put it, hands-on. And even though it's shot in black and white, it's done in black and white, or styled in black and white. And I remember when I was doing it, I was being shot that way. I was on the bed, and I was nude beneath the satin that covers me, and so I had to get myself into this frame of mind to portray what is happening to on-screen Rusty, and act it out. And so it took a while to do it. I had to remain as though I'm unconscious, and I managed to do that by just meditating and getting myself into this meditative state, where I had to block out everything around me, all the sounds, the lighting, everything, and just concentrate on unconscious Rusty that is being shot in this position, I was placed in the supine position and covered. And because as you read in the dialogue, you will find out what has been happening. And as you go through it to the end, without me giving it away right now, I mean, the images alone pretty much tell the story. But the dialogue is in the information section below the screen of what is being said and what is happening to Rusty in Nightmare in black and white. And the Rusty Floats image is the one that was chosen to represent the film, and I honestly don't think a better one could have been chosen. You don't want something. There's a couple that of images that are, for some people might find them shocking. We might find them upsetting because the one is very graphic. It is not sexual, nothing to do with sexuality at all. This would be almost something you would see in a horror film, and as you read the dialogue and realize that she is in this nightmare, this is happening to her in this nightmare, whereas obviously in reality it's not happening at all. But in her state of mind and the state she is in, it is. It is very lucid, it is very vivid, and it is very horrific. And so I must say, like, I enjoy modeling and I enjoy acting. I once did both, and not in any professional sense of the word, but with the bands, well, the last band, not the family band, but the second band, Mirage, was a country rock blues band, and I fronted that band with my good budette Dana, and we fronted the band, and I played bass, and Dana played keyboards, and sometimes hand percussion, and sometimes, like, we would just take our turns at the microphone with no instrument whatsoever, just depending on the piece that we were performing, and the concentration it may have taken in order to present the song in its best possible light, and so let me just turn this so that you can see. There's my series. Yes, I didn't want to just obliterate the series because, I mean, regardless of the fact that I have been modeling and I in these film shorts and I've been acting, I first and foremost am a romance novelist, and of course, for those who know, this is my latest venture, The Perils of Autumn, Return to Autumn Part 1 and Return to Autumn Part 2, and I released Return to Autumn Part 2 last April, so it's coming to almost a year since the series has been completed, and I am presently working on the prequel to this series called Before the Grandeur, The Making of a Horse Master, and I hope to have that produced and available in the fall, or if not, next spring, one or the other. I mean, you can't put a time limit on when a book is going to be completed and when a book is going to be published and available, especially like in the indie world. Maybe in standard publishing, where you're under contract to produce set amount of books and set amount of time. That may be different, but I've never worked that way. I really don't think I would like to work that way, because then it is just like an assembly line. It's, to me, it's not. I have to feel what I write, and I hope that my readers, can experience what I'm feeling when I write what they're reading. And so, and it's just, you can't always just turn your feelings on and off like bang, like a water tap. At least I can't, and I'm certainly not going to compromise myself just to make sure that I have a new title out on a set date every year, every 8 months or something like that. And so here is George back. And if things start to go wonky and you lose me, it's going to be, we'll put the blame on George, because he cannot stay and leave things alone. Come here and say hello, George. Say hello to your many YouTube fans. Come up here. No, he's just moving around, just getting into mischief left and right. Come on. Behave. Behave. No, you're not going to. Get out of there. Oh, I'm telling you. He's worse than a little child crawling around the floor. He really and truly is. Are you going to say hello, or are you just going to cause more havoc? What are you going to do? Here, get up here on your chair. Come on. No. Go up on your chair. There. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. And you're going to say hello to your YouTube fans who like to see George. So here's George. Can you say hello, George? I hope. There he is. Say hi. Hi, George. Say hello, all my fans in YouTube world. Or YouTube land. So bear with me while I put this back up and get it focused here again. Yes. Hopefully. Yeah, I think we're back in focus pretty good here. And so I'm very, very pleased with the film shorts that I've done. I've done 3 so far. Let's get 3 fingers up here, not a whole hand. Maybe in time it'll be a whole hand or a couple of hands, whatever. But I enjoy doing them. It is a very brief period of time it takes to watch them. And the first one I did was titled An Unsuspected Interlude. And as I say, I can never recall the name of the second one. Something to do with art. And without me looking it up here, this happened to me in the last video that I did. And so, but you'll see. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see. And it's there. And of course, Nightmare in black and white. And so I hope you take the time to check them out. And give me a comment and let me know how I did, if you enjoyed it. And we'll go from there. And as I say, the first one I did, it was restricted on YouTube to over 18, which I never ever do any of my videos for children to begin with, and I state that to YouTube when I'm filling out the production form for it to be uploaded and on to YouTube, and staying within their guidelines. But this one was a little graphic, a little in your face in places. I suppose it would be definitely considered sexual, and so I'm certainly not ashamed of it by any means, but it is an expression of art and creative license, and it gives me, the actress of it, something a little out of the ordinary to do. Like, it's so different than writing a novel. To be able to actually play out an inspiration that comes into my mind. And so, if you watch it, I do hope that you enjoy it. It hasn't gotten, I think it's only gotten just over 300 views or something like that. And it was a professionally produced film. But because of its graphic content, I think it is, and because it's limited to 18 plus, which is just as well, because I'm certainly not going to be suggesting anything to anybody, regardless of their age, but definitely anyone under 18 years old. They can find things out as they grow old enough to find things out. They don't need it in their face on a video. And so, as I say, and the second one that I always, it's so embarrassing because I can never remember the name of it. It's something in graphic art, anyway, the different sides of graphic art. And it is just, again, a run of professionally, beautifully shot and presented photographs, many of them shot by my dear Sammy. And I hope I'm doing him proud. He taught me so very, very much throughout the times we worked together. And each time was special. Each photo shoot we did, each session we did, always had a theme. His sets were creative. He built all of his sets. He designed the shoots. He designed me, really. He helped style me, and in all ways, in presenting me, and the way that he wanted everything to look. And it never failed. It always came off the way he wanted. As I said earlier in the video, he wouldn't settle for anything less. And we did some beautiful images. And I will continue to share those images through my film shorts in the future and give him the credit, because it's him that deserves the credit. I just carried out the role that he had put me in. And but it was a lot of fun to do it. I was honored to do it. And I think we worked extremely well together, as you will see in the finished products of what I share with all of you to see. And if he were here today, he would be working with me, and he would be creating what I've done, but much, much, much better. And probably more in depth than what they are. He treated me like a queen, and on a throne, and I felt that way. That's the way he made me feel. And I think any photographer, to get the response from the model that they want, I think they have to treat the model that way. And I think in the end, in the finished product, it shows. And so I do hope, as I say, you take the time to check out the film shorts, as well as all my videos. And check out the PR image that is making the rounds, where you see me. You know, it's like I'm floating, and I'm draped in this beautiful satin, and it is. It made me feel. Lay down. Stop. It made me feel um, the way I guess I'm presented, and and I will be doing more along that line in the coming in the coming months. And now stop. I love this kitty. I truly do. But at times he is so exasperating because he just is bound and bent he's going to have his way. And I think too, because my set is different today because of the cloudiness and trying to get any kind of decent lighting. And so I think that's got him upset because things are not the way they're supposed to be. And, you know, typical. Cats don't like change. Well, very much like people in that respect. And so I'm going to close for now because I'm just past the 30-minute mark. And the time just goes so fast when you're doing a video. You have no idea. You think sometimes a half an hour is a long period of time. A lot of time to kill. But honestly, it's gone bang, just like that it's gone. And there's never seems to be enough time when you get talking about something and you get enthralled with it and you get involved with it, and you look at the time run going there on before you on the computer, and bang, it's gone. And so I also hope that you check out my autumn series, as well as all of my titles are all on Amazon worldwide, and a lot of them are available in Kindle as well, but this series here is available in Kindle, paperback, and hardback. And I hope that you go and check it out and pick yourself up a copy and enjoy the fantastical ride that you will take from start to finish. And do keep your eyes open for updates on Before the Grandeur, the making of a horse master, and learn all about how Cyril Landon came to be the wonderful horse master that he becomes, that you meet in the Perils of Autumn. So take care, everybody. Please stay well, stand strong, don't bend, and just say no, as Chris Sky always says, and I definitely support that. God's blessings to each of you. I ask you to please like this video, please comment it if you would, please share it around, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And once again, I thank Usha for his production of this video, and I thank him for all he does for me. Thanks again, everybody, and I'll be back soon with a new video. So for now, peace out. Take care.